Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope it's a sunny day and beautiful day where you are. Fiona, I just wanted to jump on here and share something that's been there for me for the past couple of days. So on the bank holiday, I posted a video about how to get over bank holiday blues because it's so common. Even on a Sunday, people get, they start to think about the week ahead and that feeling of dread takes over. And it got me thinking that the only way to get over that was to have a goal that you were so in love with, that it pulled you forward, something that really excited you. And then that got me thinking about life, about your life, about my life. And, what we've all been through over the past year and what is, just the level of uncertainty, the level of anxiety and fear that there is in our world. It's very hard to turn on the news without hearing all that doom and gloom. And I think it's so easy to get infected, to get affected by that doom and gloom, that it got me thinking that, the challenge for all of us is to create a life, not just a goal, but actually to create a life that we can fall in love with. And I think that the opportunity is for us to create that consciously. So if you're jumping on here and you've just got a moment, I want to let you know that I'm putting something on Saturday, this Saturday coming, a free event. And it's all about success strategies for now, for right now, in your life and business. Because I think that if we allow ourselves to drift and be carried along by our culture, what's going on around us, outside events, other people's opinions, the government, the media, other people. I think if we allow ourselves to be carried along, pulled along in that drift, then actually it could leave you feeling underwhelmed, could really dampen your motivation and your enthusiasm for life. And also, you know what? You could lose sight of the fact that your life is down to you. Wow. Because, it's easy to keep these things in mind when life is good. When life is good. But we have been on this journey for over a year now of constant threat, constant uncertainty, constant fear. There's also been this conflict that's come about, this division between people, about whether lockdown's a good thing, how the handling of this whole virus should be. And now, of course, there's the whole vaccine debate, which divides people incredibly. So, holy smolies, it's been a heck of a year. So I really feel that this is the time for us to go, okay, my life is down to me. My experience of life is down to me. My business is down to me. My livelihood, the money I generate, it's down to me. And to take that on board, not as a pressure, as a weight, as a burden, but actually as an opportunity, as a freedom to throw off all those other influences. If this is making sense, give me a yes. I've just been thinking about this since Monday. It's Thursday. And I've been thinking, what? I've noticed myself feeling, when I wake up, just having a feeling of life being such a struggle, of this heaviness, of this weight. And I just know that's not me normally. It's not my natural way. It's not my inclination. It's not my spirit. And I'm thinking, if I'm feeling that way, quite possibly other people are feeling that way, and quite possibly quite a few people. And maybe it's just in the ether. Maybe it's just seeped into the flipping air that we're breathing, the radio, the TV, other people, this anxiety, this fear, this uncertainty, go on holiday, not go on holiday, what's going to happen while we're there. All of that stuff, it adds up. It just adds up. And here is the challenge for all of us. The challenge is to go, okay, stop all that. I get to choose. I'm in the driving seat. Woohoo! I'm in the driving seat. I get to take back my power. I get to choose. I get to determine my experience in life. I get to choose how I feel. I get to choose my perspective. I get to choose my life and business. So I am so excited, if that makes sense to you. Is that striking a chord, or am I the only person who's waking up in the morning just thinking, I don't know if I feel as excited and enthusiastic as I want to, as I expect to, as I demand that of myself. I'm not sleepwalking through this life. I'm not sleepwalking through my life. I'm not going to be content with a feeling that life is tough, it's a burden, it's a pressure. No, that's unacceptable. I refute that. I refuse that. I refute that and I refuse it. And I choose another way. I choose to get back into the driving seat of my life. So listen, this Saturday I've put together, I just really thought about it yesterday afternoon. I'm putting together a masterclass. It's completely free. And it's really strategies, success strategies for getting back in the driving seat of your life. So it's about your life and business. It's the internal, because we want to create external change and transformation. It starts on the inside. So it's internal, it's external. Super excited to be with you. 10 o'clock, London time, UK time, GMT, all of that stuff. 10 o'clock on Saturday. I haven't even got the page ready for you to sign up, but I'm just like, save the date. But later on today, I will put a link so you can sign up for that, and I'll get you the details. So if this strikes a chord for you, if it's time to get back in the driving seat, if it's time to take charge of how you feel and how you're going to navigate your life, not just to get through like it's some flipping to-do list or burden, that's unacceptable. So I'm throwing all of that out the window, and it's time to get back to your vision for your life, and to create that sense of purpose and vision for your life. Because otherwise, without even noticing, you get sucked in to someone else's perspective, someone else's vision. Could be the government, could be the newspapers that you read, could be the BBC. I mean, hello. Doom and gloom. No, I refute that. I refuse it. I'm forging my own path, and I'm going to make sure that it's a path that I'm excited about, a path that makes me feel like I want to jump out of bed in the morning, a path that pulls me forward, because at the end of the day, it's down to you. It's down to you. It's down to each one of us to wake up and go, I get to choose my experience of life, and I'm making certain choices today. I'm forging ahead. So is that making sense to you? I really feel that, I've been feeling that way since Monday, and I wanted to come on here, share this with you. And then Saturday, we're going to get together and spend some quality time together and create that vision and really get back in the driving seat of your life, and determine and decide how you are going to feel going forward. Because, yes, we all need a goal to fall in love with, and we need to make sure that we do fall in love with our goals and they're not a burden and a pressure. But it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's our whole life. It's your whole life. Because we've been living under this cloud for over a year now. And I've had enough. I've really had enough. And here's what I think. I think that sort of doom and gloom, it just creeps. It creeps. And, it's like that example of the frog in the boiling water. I don't know if anybody's ever done that experiment. I hope not. But it makes sense to me, If you put a frog in boiling water, it's obviously going to jump out. But if you put it in water and it's slow boil, it's not going to notice. And I'm beginning to think that's what's happened to us, to me, over this past year. And, I really like to think of myself as a positive person. It's my job. But I really think that this slow, simmering, constant messaging of fear, quite frankly, and also, someone else's vision of how life is going to be in the future. And it's time to get back to your vision. It's time to carve out a path forward for you that you feel excited about and that you can put your attention into and that you put your energy into. Otherwise, what happens is, inadvertently, you are creating a life that's not of your choice necessarily, not of your conscious choosing necessarily, but you're just going along with a consensus of someone else's interpretation of what life is going to be in the future going forward, what's possible. I refute that. Because here's the thing. You are the authority in your life. You ultimately are the authority in your life because you get to choose. You get to choose how you feel. You get to choose how you think. You get to choose your decisions and you get to choose your actions. And I firmly believe in my heart of hearts that it's time for us to remember that, and to really hands on the steering wheel and carve out the direction that your life is going to go in. I'm done with all this someone else deciding how life is going to be, the direction, and all of that seeping into my consciousness. I'm really done with that. So if you're with me on this, and it's really time for you to get back to conscious choosing and consciously creating how your life and business is going to be going forward, I am delighted for that. Let's do it together. I've got some great strategies that I've sat down and put together I want to share with you on Saturday. I'll put the link to it around this video a little bit later. We're just literally creating it. I'm going to head to the gym, and then when I come back, hopefully we'll have that page. And let me know if this makes sense to you. Let me know if this makes sense to you, or if this is just me. I hope it isn't. All right, guys, thank you for your time. Have an amazing day, and let me know if this all makes sense to you, right? And I'm going to see you on Saturday at 10 o'clock. All right, guys, lots of love to you. Bye.